Hello. Wow.
We're finally set up.
It has taken us a long time to set this up. This is the first ever Wrestling Figure Ratings podcast. My name is Samuel.
My name is Thomas.
We are twins.
If you couldn't tell that already,
We are twins. We are the guys that are running this Wrestling Figure Rating Twitter account alongside, which is my ad, our best mate Nikhil, who will be joining us at some point, I think. Hopefully he will join us. So we're going to be trying to set this up as a light-hearted look into the world of wrestling figures.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can see we have some figures in the background there. So we have about 300 figures at home.
I think we're going to go 200.
200.
200 at the last count, I think.
We'll go 250, but we'll have to do a recount. And we just wanted to share with you kind of our background into wrestling a little, or wrestling figures. So we started, I remember the very first figures that we bought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember this,
Yeah.
but we were actually on the way to play basketball on a Sunday, I believe. And there was a shop in England. We grew up in England. And there's a shop called Woolworths. And at the end of one of the aisles in Woolworths, there was buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So luckily, our mum was very kind. She's bought a lot of figures for us, but we got the first two, which were...
Yeah, I think it was the Stone Cold with the jean shorts, and was it a Chris Jericho or The
It was
Rock?
either a Chris Jericho or a Kurt Angle. I think it was a Kurt Angle.
Might have been.
And we got two for the price of one, which is a thing that exists in our life quite a lot, because we like a little deal, right? So
it's a good twin deal.
It's a twin deal. So those were the first two we got,
Mm-hmm.
and I think a couple of days later or a week later the same offer, and that's when we got the Triple H and the Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I think what we'll have to do next time, if we do another podcast, or when we do another podcast, hopefully it goes well, we'll bring them in and we can put them in the background next time.
Yeah,
How about that?
We'll get into it. We'll get into a lot more. But I guess this was in 2001, roughly, when we started to watch wrestling, and we collected figures for, I would say, whilst we watched wrestling, for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Ruthless Aggression era, we started collecting them, obviously.
We were quite hot on the Ruthless Aggression Series 1, Series 2. I remember we were part of WrestlingFix.com.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll deep dive a little bit more into it, but that's our kind of background. We have them all at home in the setup, but we're in the office now. The background into how we set this up, I guess, would be a good thing to say. So we're in a wrestling chat, WhatsApp chat, like most people are. And during lockdown, I guess, Nikhil, the other guy, he would send us the latest figures. So this was 2020. And I mostly would do Meltzer-style reviews back. So I would type a load of stuff out, send it to the WhatsApp. So that was the 6 people. Mm-hmm.
I would do the basics. So for those that, if they follow us on Twitter, they'll notice that sometimes there'll be a tweet from the basics guy, and that's me. So whenever there would be a basics figure drop, I would be the one that would review that.
Right. So essentially I would write them all back, and our mates would all laugh about it, and and then we kind of figured at some point there was maybe a market, or we maybe want to take it online. So we thought about a website, and then we thought, well, no one uses
one's doing websites,
right? So we would set up a Twitter, and with the tweet, so that the review would be within the Twitter page, a tweet, which is a little bit more limiting. But so we spent time creating the logo, all this sort of stuff. We'll go into more detail at another stage about the setting up, I guess. But so we just started posting, and then the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah.
How many followers are we on now? 1,000?
I haven't checked.
Anyway, so it's a really nice community, and we just love. We don't collect them, especially as we live in Germany. It's difficult to get hold of them, and when we go back to England, it's also not so popular.
Yeah. I think for us it's like also we're color designers for footwear, so actually we take a lot of interest in the colors and the packaging and the kind of design side of wrestling figures. So that's kind of the main interest for us.
Okay, so I guess that would be a nice little intro. It's a little bit of insights into us and the setting up of the site. We love the site. Like I think it's nice to have a community where people can just talk. Mostly just about, there's not too many politics involved. We do the AEW, or actually Nikhil, he does the AEW figures, so we all have our own thing. And hopefully that would cover the intro.
Yeah.
There we go. So what we're going to do on the podcast, if you're still with us, been 6 minutes or so, if you're still with us, bear with us, because we have actually spent a lot of time trying to...
The office setup you see today took us, I think, what did we start, about 5 o'clock?
No, it's 4 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, it took us 4 hours to set up.
But we thought we would just do it over a MacBook to try and just record it real easy, but we've ended up having to buy all the equipment. So hopefully the sound is okay. Hopefully the visuals are okay, but we're stepping into it, and hopefully this will be a bigger thing. So let's get into it.